All right, so now we play against Minic.
Well, Minic was a
Minic.
strong Yugoslav grandmaster in that time, one of the most tactical players of the young generation then, And a little bit, I mean, a small surprise, Bobby played the King's Gambit against e5. He
Mhm.
played from time to time, from time to time. And here we have a very nice example. Then, when they played the game, the normal move here is knight f3, of course. But white can also play knight c3 or bishop c4. It looks a little bit strange because white accepts to give you the possibility to give a check in h4 with the queen. But it's not clear. After king f1, knight f3 later on. And so white has the initiative, Everything is theory. The way they played is a little bit strange because, first of all, black closed the diagonal. He didn't give check in h4,
Yeah.
and he played knight e7. It's not a bad idea, but he wants to play more positional. And from here, they have a nice plan, each one of them, for black and for white, you see. Very original for both, you see. Knight e7. Okay, knight e3, c6. He prepares the move d5, you see. Yeah. Okay, now here, knight f3, d5, and white retreated the bishop, and instead of taking there, if he takes in d5, it's not so much for white because he has time to take with the pawn and then knight c6, and black is all right. You can probably take back the pawn, but it's more or less even the position. Okay, bishop b3. He gives you the move. Now he took in e4. He takes with tempo in e4, and knight d4. Very provocative here because. For the moment, black has a pawn. Of course, he can't keep the pawn. But it's move by move. White has to demonstrate why he's better. Okay, queen e2. He could play immediately c4. c4 and then knight before d4. Maybe it was all right. Okay, queen e2 is still possible, of course. And what did he play? Bishop e7. And here he plays c4. Okay. He prepared everything. c4, knight c7, d4. No, knight d4. All right. So what do you play? Castle, no? Castle. Here, of course, white could play maybe castle instead of bit taking, but he took in f4. Right? He took in f4, giving still the possibility to give a check in before. No? Okay, here he gave a check, no?
No.
96 first, yes,
Yes.
96. Bishop e3, and here he gave check in before. Okay, here king f2. Now, very original, no? The king in f2 instead of castle, but it's okay for white. There's nothing happens with the king in f2, and white has more space already. The opening is a little bit better for white already. He took back the pawn. He has some initiative, and now black has to play very precisely. The next moves. If he wants a little bit too much, or if he thinks that the position is already okay, no problem at all, he can have some surprise later on. Yeah. We'll see why. Okay, knight d7 has to come with the knight into play. Knight d7, normal move. And okay, here c5. Normal move, white opens the big diagonal, the long diagonal, b3, f7 for later on. So, okay, now here already black has to be careful, you see, in this position. So knight f6, he took with the queen, of course, and rook f1. Okay. He puts the rook there, normal, no? If he has time to play king g1, the advantage is very clear for white, because it's an open position with some possibility to attack on the big diagonal, the square f7. This is the idea. So, okay, knight f4, the best counterplay probably, So now white took, queen takes, and if you look at the position, probably is more or less, balanced, more or less even the position. But black again has to be very careful, for a few moves, he has to resist the temptation, and play some, very nice normal moves, the next ones, you see. If he oversteps a little bit the limit, is already too late, you see. Queen h6, and now King G1. Okay, now was the moment. If here black plays the normal move, bishop e6, probably white is a little bit better, but not decisive. But he played the bad move, bishop h3, and it's enough to lose the game by force.
Because
Bishop
here
h3.
here
It
looks
seems,
like
yeah, it seems it's all right for black,
yeah.
But now everything comes with tempo. Knight e5. After knight e5, decisive advantage for white, you see. Okay, he took the exchange. Now took the exchange. Rook takes. Now look at this. He gave the exchange, but has winning position because there's no counterplay for black. The queen in h6 is a little bit out of play. The bishop from b4 is out of play. You see?
Mhm.
And the white pieces are attacking immediately the pawn from f7. Not only that he takes back the exchange and wins the pawn, but has a mating attack later on,
Yeah.
If you are not mate, is already a small surprise, you see. So bishop d2, he wants to put the bishop in e3 with some counterplay, or maybe trade the queens with check in e3. You see. Now rook f3. Now no counterplay.
Wow.
No counterplay. White plays alone. Now the threat is very clear. Knight takes f7. What to do?
So even didn't rush to take
No,
this one.
no. Now, if he takes in f7 with the knight,
Yeah.
probably black escapes because has time to trade queens with check in e3. And
Mhm.
if he can trade queens, maybe he escapes.
Hmm.
Okay, now rook f3, rook d8, normal. What to do? And now white plays knight f7, knight takes f7, decisive. What to do? He took. Now look again. What do you think?
Oh, beautiful.
Pinned, you see, because of this terrible pin, black is completely lost.
Wow.
Did he resign or he played
Yes,
some?
he
Yeah,
resigned.
he
He
resigned,
resigned.
but nothing to play here. If he plays, for instance, rook f8, normal move, no?
Yeah.
After rook f8, rook takes f7 check. Okay, bishop takes f7 check, wins also. But after rook takes, pardon, bishop takes with check, yes. Because after rook takes f7, he could even give a check there. But even like this probably is okay, but look like this, fantastic position. Put the rook, please, in there. And with the bishop there, the bishop in b3, no? He can even take here with the rook, you see? And after queen e3 check, look at this, after queen takes it. Now counter check, rook f2 check, and you resign.
Rook f2 check.
Yeah, from the bishop from b3. Every piece unprised, but the black is completely lost, his mate, by force. What to do? If you go to h8, queen takes f8 mate, If queen takes in b3, queen takes f8 mate again.
Yes. Wow.
Beautiful game,
Yeah.
With some small mistakes, of course. Bishop h3 was mistake. If he played bishop e6, he's a little bit better for white, but maybe he could play. After bishop h3, he's lost by force in a few moves.
Yeah, it didn't look like a mistake. It looked actually
Well,
like
it looks that black wants to do something,
to attack.
yeah,
Yes.
finally. But one move was enough.
Wow. Very nice.
Yeah, beautiful game. Fantastic game. Not very complicated, but you have to see it,
Yes.
This is the
Yes.
difference between a good grandmaster, a strong grandmaster, and the, top grandmaster from the
Yeah.
best in the world. Beautiful game.
Good difference.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Gheorghiu.
But this move at the end is spectacular. Queen e7.
Yeah.
Not easy to see, but very beautiful.
Yes.
Everything possible because of this terrible pin, Bishop from b3, monster,
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Mr. Gheorghiu.
You are.